What is up, guys? It's your boy Joseph Huga here, and welcome to the Huga Core Anime Podcast. This is my co-host.
It's your boy Flu,
and this is new for us, right?
But it's been coming for so long.
It has been.
It doesn't feel new.
I agree.
It doesn't feel new at all.
I agree because it's something we've actually been doing, like
always,
as friends. Like the Huga Core in itself, like loves anime. And we always watch something, and then we talk to each other about it, or see how we feel about it.
Or we'll watch it together and just live reactions.
Yeah, or we'll watch it together, and we'll just react to it, and we'll talk about what characters like, what characters we don't like, and things like that. So, honestly, this just made sense to do, right?
Too much sense. A little bit too much sense, almost. A little bit.
So.
But
I guess so.
It had to happen at some point.
I agree. So, pretty much what me and Flu are trying to accomplish with this podcast is to bring you guys good anime conversation about the latest animes that are coming out, about the latest episode that just dropped, recommendations on anime. If we just finish watching something, we're gonna have an episode on it and talk about how we feel about it, or would we recommend it to somebody else if you should watch it, type of thing. And actually, man, I was just thinking about it, man. We could actually do some anime figure unboxings too.
I mean, we could. We definitely could.
Yeah. With
the amount we spend on them.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more you than me, but I will be getting in there soon enough.
I think
we might have to.
I might have a problem.
You have. I mean, that's been documented.
Okay.
It's well documented.
All right. Well, I might have a little bit of a problem, but that is something that we're definitely gonna get into and do some things on the channel. So definitely, if you're new to this, definitely like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment.
We want to hear what
we want to hear comments more than anything.
More than anything,
because this is like a discussion thing. So we definitely want to read the comments. We'll always read them, and maybe we'll do a thing on the podcast where we can come back and address a few of the favorite comments that we have.
You are as much of a part of this as we are,
for sure, and just kind of build that conversation of anime community. So, all right, so to get right into it. So, today, we're going to be talking about... We got two separate lists.
Have to.
But we're going to be talking about some top animes that you should be watching right now with some honorable mentions.
Have to.
Yeah.
Have to.
So, it goes without saying that none of these are in a specific order.
Correct.
So, they're not like ranking 1 through 10 or whatever the case may be. They're all good. But I couldn't put them in any order because it just didn't feel right.
I have a short order. Mm-hmm. I have a short order.
Okay.
Because I do have favorites that are on this list.
I mean, who doesn't have favorites, right?
But I am impartial in this discussion. I will be impartial.
Okay. All right. So I guess I'll start it off.
I guess it's time.
Okay, cool. I'll start it off. Okay. So the first anime that I think is people should definitely be checking out right now is Jobless Reincarnation. So Jobless Reincarnation is an anime that follows the character named Rudius. And Rudius gets reincarnated. His original life, he was kind of living as a shut-in.
He was a scumbag. Let's be honest. I mean...
I don't know if he's a scumbag.
Okay, maybe not a scumbag, but he was definitely... I don't want to say a loser, because that's just mean, but...
He wasn't living the best life.
He wasn't living his best life. He was making some decisions that maybe weren't too great.
Yeah, I mean, that first episode will show you that. But, so he's reincarnated into, basically something happens to him. Because we're not going to give you the whole synopsis of the anime because we want you to watch it, but we're going to give you some information on it. And if it piques your interest, then go check it out.
Why you should watch this.
Yeah, exactly. So, something happens. He gets in a car accident, and he's reincarnated. And when he's reincarnated... God gives him a set of missions to accomplish in the next life. And then it basically starts from there. So definitely check it out. It's really, really good. Like I said, it's not in any particular order, but it's definitely one that you should check it out. And he is reincarnated into like a magic fantasy world with magic and stuff like that. So
it's very much magic oriented, but also story driven, if that makes sense.
That makes sense to me. It's good enough for me. All right. This next one I got is Overlord. It follows the main character, Ain Zalgun. And pretty much, this guy's been playing this MMO RPG game since like it launched.
Just like we was.
Just
World
like,
of Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy. Just since like the dawn, since like it started, right? And as you know, player bases go down, things like that happen, you know, and they're going to shut the servers down.
Yep.
So he decides that he's going to stay logged in until the servers turn off, right?
I will be doing the same thing when World of Warcraft finally ends. When they
know.
finally kill that game, I will be there when the servers shut down.
I never will, but I'll be right there with you.
I believe it.
But he's there until the servers turn off. The servers turn off, and he finds himself stuck in the game. So,
not
very
a bad problem
cool.
to have, though.
Not
a bad problem to have.
I mean, depends on
depends on the
bro.
game.
Depends
Very
on
much
the
depends.
game, bro. I'm not
But if
getting-
you're going to be staying in a game when it ends,
I mean, depends on the MMO, man. Like, you know,
you take me into an MMO, dude. I'm having the time of my life.
I
don't know.
I
don't know.
I hear you, but you fuck around in a microtransaction game and then you're stuck. You can't do anything.
Shoot, then you can't progress. You're
That's
just
right.
stuck.
That's right. You're stuck.
I didn't even think about the microtransactions.
Hey, you always got to think about the microtransactions.
It's always the microtransactions.
That's
Joe.
right.
They always get you somehow.
You got to think about them, bro, because, hey.
If you don't think about them, you're already too late.
You're already too late.
It's already over for you.
Exactly. So that is called Overlord. Definitely check that out. And then the third one I got is Fire Force. And it follows the main character, Shinra. And Fire Force, which is actually this guy right here, this figure we got right here, it is about Shinra, who is joining the Fire Force, or trying out to become a member of the Fire Force. With the in this world, people spontaneously combust. And the Fire Force are the people who put them out.
Put their souls to rest.
Well, yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. It's kind of like a religious firefighting thing, but without, you'll see. And so he's trying out to be a member of the Fire Force, and that is pretty much what it is. But they stop fire with fire power. So these guys are like pyrokinetic. So as you can see right here from Shinra, his pyrokinetics come from his feet, which is actually really, really, really cool. So definitely check that out. That one's called Fire Force.
You got to say how good the sound is in this anime.
Oh yeah, I do. You're right. I got to address that.
I mean,
so I've seen a lot of anime.
A lot.
Too
much.
The sound too much.
Too
There's
much.
no such thing. There's no such thing.
You're getting close there, Joe. You're at least on the line.
I don't think.
If anybody's on the line, you're on the line.
I don't
Joe.
know, man, because the new ones drop, man. It's gonna be. I gotta watch them.
I hear you, but they're dropping so much. I don't know how you keep up with it.
It's not easy.
I really
bro.
don't.
It's not
I know
easy.
it's not. I just
It's not
don't
easy,
get it.
bro. You gotta dedicate some time. But now it'll be a part of their job.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, the sound quality in this anime is unlike any I have ever heard before. It's insane.
It's amazing.
It's insane.
It's amazing.
I don't know how they make their sound effects, but whoever's doing it, like,
Keep it up.
I don't know. Like it's amazing. It will blow you away.
Absolutely.
With the moves and abilities, right?
Absolutely.
And no sound sounds like the next sound, which is amazing.
It's weird. It's
Yeah, it
very
is weird.
weird.
It
It's
is
very
weird.
weird, but it flows together so well.
It does.
It's amazing.
It does. It's really, really good. So, those are the three I got for now. I got more on the list, but we're gonna see what Flu's got on his list.
My number one, dude. You know it. You love him.
Okay.
Boji. Bad and Boji.
Bad and Boji.
Ranking of Kings. That's my number one up there right now. Follows Boji. He's the son of two giants.
Yep.
King Boss is the ruler of the land, basically. He is the father of Boji.
Mm-hmm.
Basically a god amongst men, if we're being honest. He's basically a god amongst men.
His father.
But his father, Boji's father. Boji, however, he's got a little bit of a problem. He's a little too small and a little too weak.
Mm-hmm.
But what he can do, that boy can move. That boy can move, Joe. You
move.
can't hit him with nothing.
I know he's pretty.
He might not hurt you, but you can't hurt him either.
He's pretty impressive.
I definitely recommend watching Ranking of Kings. Boji will surprise you every single time you see him.
Yeah.
It's
Well, the thing about it too that you were saying that you were telling me about actually is that he's a mute.
he's a mute. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
How did I forget about that?
I don't
He's a
know.
mute. He doesn't talk.
Yeah.
So how does he communicate?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to find out.
Yeah,
You're gonna have
exactly.
to find out.
Exactly.
Number 2 on my list, I'm going to Promise Neverland.
Woo, that's
Promise
a banger.
Neverland.
That's a banger.
We're taking a dark turn. We are taking a bit of a dark turn.
I don't know if I dispel that.
I think you have to.
Okay.
I think you have to.
Okay.
Otherwise, people are going to be a little too shocked.
That's fair.
I feel like I have to say that.
Okay.
Maybe not.
No,
Either way, Promised Neverland. That's my number 2.
That's a banger.
That's my number 2. It follows Emma, who's the main character, Norman, who's her best friend, essentially. I should say it follows a group of orphans.
Yeah.
It follows a group of orphans.
Yeah.
Emma's just the most intelligent, one of the most intelligent in the group.
I'd say she's the leader of the orphans.
She's the leader for now.
Yeah.
For now. She is the leader. But there's a caretaker that they call Mother, who her role is essentially to watch over the orphans, make sure they aren't doing, going outside of their bounds, which they are encircled, and they have been told that everywhere outside of their circle that they are in is dangerous.
Yeah.
They will die.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of Maze Runner.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I love it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, actually.
And not just is it similar to Maze Runner, it's just the concept. It's the concept that you're circled into this enclosed space. You guys are the only ones there that you know of.
True.
And you kind of have to go from there.
Yeah.
You kind of have to go from there.
That's a great description.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
That's actually pretty good.
So, number 3 on my list, this is my personal favorite anime all the time. I'm going Dr. Stone.
Fair.
If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. If you don't want to see it, you're wrong. I don't know how else to say it. Dr. Stone.
We're going to have a lot of opinions in this channel.
A lot of opinions.
It is what it is.
Please feel free to disagree.
Yeah,
feel free to disagree.
Definitely disagree in the comments. But.
So, Dr. Stone follows my boy Senku, right back here.
Senku.
Senku is a literal, he's a genius.
He is.
He's a high school genius. Scientific genius.
Indeed.
Okay? However, something happens to their world.
It does.
Everything, it doesn't freeze over. Everything turns to stone. Every organic material turns to stone.
Yes.
So every person turns to stone. Every bird turns to stone. Every animal is turned to stone. So what happens? 3,000 years pass.
Okay.
3,000 years since they were turned to stone.
That's a long time.
Obviously, nature reclaims.
Of course.
It has to. Flora, fauna, animals, plants start regrowing, reoccupying the land. All of a sudden, a little bit of bat poop, a little bit of guano, mixed with a little bit of sulfuric acid.
I see what you did there.
Dripping on the right person, maybe Senku.
Maybe.
Wakes him up from his slumber.
Indeed.
Breaks him out of his stone casing.
Indeed.
Luckily, this is the one person in the world that I believe could restore balance. Restore faith.
Some hella RNG.
It's some insane RNG. RNG we will never see in our lives, Joe.
No.
RNG we will never see in our lives.
No way.
Either way, so he's woken up from his slumber. What's he do? You think maybe, I'm just going to wander around, figure out, and try to survive. No. I'm going to restore civilization. I'm going to advance science 2 million years into the future with nothing.
Yeah, because basically it's Stone Age, right? Because everything's...
They're back. It's not even Stone Age. They have no technology in the world. He goes straight from nothing to the Stone Age. That's how incredible he is. To be fair, you grow up in the technological era, you're going to know a little bit more than they did back in the day. So he does have a slight advantage.
Okay.
But still, the odds are against him. He has no material. Nobody else is in the world with him besides stone people. So you gotta follow his story because it is a crazy one. There are twists and turns everywhere. My favorite thing is it is scientifically accurate, coming from a scientist.
Well, yeah, didn't I think MythBusters also did?
I think they did too.
They did. They watched it and tried to disprove the stuff that was happening in the anime, and they said
it
it's
actually
all right.
worked. Yeah, it actually worked. The steps that he took to get to the places he got to worked. It made sense. It checked out.
Yeah,
which is incredible because
definitely check it out, guys.
There are some
it's a good anime.
Insane,
some good things.
Plot points in that anime.
Some good things.
Back to you, my boy. This is all you. What you got?
Gotcha. Okay.
What you got?
That's kind of hard to follow up with that, but.
I got 3 good ones. It's
kind of hard to follow.
I know you got some good ones too. Though.
I do. I think I do. I think I have some good ones. Okay, so I'm gonna go for Jujutsu Kaisen as a must-see anime right now.
Okay.
It follows a character named Yuji. He is a high school student, and he is part of the Supernatural Club. And with Supernatural. They know they investigate and supernatural stuff. They're into supernatural stuff. Yeah. They stumble across what appears to be some type of demonic artifact, And because they found this demonic artifact, it actually starts a chain of events where demons and stuff are attracted to it. And Yuji has to try to figure out a way to help out his friends and kind of deal with this issue. But
it's a tough thing fighting demons.
I do want to say that Jujutsu Kaisen is a pretty mainstream anime right now, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. But for people who haven't seen it, definitely it's one to check out. I think it's really, really good. The storyline's good. The graphics are good. The animation's good. The fighting is good. The story is good. And they have a movie coming out here pretty soon. So that's really one of the reasons why I have this on my list is because they have a movie dropping soon.
It's going to be a big one, too.
It is. And if you want to go see the movie, you definitely watch the episodes first.
You have to.
So you can be caught up for the movie. So that's why it's on my list. It's the movie coming out. You should definitely check it out before the movie comes out. And then we got to, because we honestly got to start supporting more anime
we
in
have
movie
to.
theaters.
After Demon Slayer, Mugen Train, I mean...
Well, that really put... I can't say that. Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball Z movies were the first ones that were in the theaters.
Right.
And then those ones really show that, okay, there's a shit
In the U.S. In the U.S.
Well, I guess that's not true, too, because we have to go back to, like, Princess Mononoke, Studio Ghibli films.
we gotta go way back.
We gotta go way back.
Oh, no.
We gotta go back.
Either way.
We got to start going to the movie theaters as a community and supporting our anime movies so we can have more anime movies in the theaters.
And you're not just...
Because a lot of them are in Japan, but they don't make it over here.
Nope.
So if we show that we're interested over here, we can get them over here.
We either have to wait super long, way too long, to where they already have a new season that's covering what already happened in the movie, and we still can't see the movie.
My hero.
Oh my God, dude. Don't get me started.
Right?
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, we got to start supporting anime films, dude.
I agree.
I mean, quality has never been an issue. I can't... Any anime movie I've seen, I can't complain.
I agree.
I could list every movie in theaters right now that I have a problem with. None of them are anime.
No, I agree. I agree. For the ones that we went and saw together, I mean, because we went and saw basically everything. That if it drops, we normally go and check it out.
Yep.
They've all been good, and so Jujutsu Kaisen falls in that rank. So we want to make sure that everybody knows to watch that anime because the movie's coming out.
Yep.
We kind of want to support that. The next thing is Kanasuba, God's Blessing. It follows a character named Kazuma, which is the main character, who it's an isekai. He dies via he's a shut-in guy, likes to stay home and play video games and stuff like that. Gets in a car accident, gets reincarnated to a new world where he's got to try to figure out from scratch and how to do things and kind of how to survive. It's a comedy anime. Let me tell you right now. It's a comedy anime. I've probably watched it like freaking 5 times. Okay. I went to the movie theaters and saw the movies that came out for it. It's hilarious.
You know,
it's a hilarious anime.
I would tell you to find a hobby, but it seems like you already found one.
That's right. Indeed. Hey, it is what it is, man. Movies, anime, films, video games. Yeah, it's nice. So but it's so funny, man, and the jokes just hit, and it's perfect. He's not like a regular main character. He's actually he's just funny as shit. So definitely go and check that out. Kanasuba, God's Blessing. They got movies as well with it, so that's why I'm recommending, because it's got the series, OVA, movie, and then so it's got plenty of content for you to check out. In this anime drought, we're going to talk more about that later. But
have to.
All right, the third one I got is Wise Man's Grandchild. So this follows a character named Shin Wolford. I feel like I have a lot of isekais on here. Maybe it's just a genre.
Isekais are a popular thing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you're particular to isekais though. We gotta be honest here. I feel like you're a little particular to isekais.
I have some on here that's not isekais.
You have some, but you're particular to isekais.
I just like them.
You like the thought. You like the idea of getting sucked into a world.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this. Pokemon. Imagine getting isekai'd into Pokemon.
It'd be godlike.
It'd be insane.
It'd be
insane.
Well, that depends if we're following the description of what the Pokemon are. Cause you got like Magmar, who's like hot as the sun or some shit.
Avoid him.
Yeah, I don't know. But Wise Man's Grandchild. It follows a character named Shin Wolford, and Shin Wolford is also reincarnated. I'm not going to tell you how, but in this case. But he does retain his memories from
his past life.
Ooh, okay. Which kind of helps him benefit in this magical fantasy world that he's forced to live in. and very gifted, very smart as he was in his regular life.
Yeah.
So that plays out. It's pretty cool. And his parents are pretty much telling him to enroll in this academy and kind of do some stuff like, just go out there and experience the world.
Gotcha.
Because he does have his memories from past times. So
that's an advantage. That is an advantage.
It's super cool. So that's my 3.
Those are your 3?
Yeah. What do you got?
Damn. All right. Well, I'm going straight to number 4 then.
Yeah.
Skate the Infinity.
Oh, that's so good.
Bromance.
It's definitely a bromance, bro.
Oh my god.
It's a bromance anime for sure.
Dude.
Yeah.
We watched this together.
We did.
We started this together.
We did.
And immediately we were like, are we watching an anime about ourselves?
Kind of felt that way.
Yeah. Minus the skateboarding.
Yeah.
Minus the skateboarding.
I can't skateboard with this shit.
I can't. No. I can snowboard. I can't skateboard.
I can rollerblade.
Call me Longa, bro. I can't skateboard.
Oh, okay.
I can snowboard.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
So this follows 2 guys. I gotta look up their names real quick. Reki and Longa.
Yeah.
Reki and Longa.
Renki, I think.
Renki. Is it Renki?
It might be Renki.
It might be Reki.
Anyways.
Either way.
Yeah.
Bromance, dude. This is 2 best friends. Well, let me be clear. Longa is an outsider. He's from Canada, eh?
Hey.
Up in Saskatchewan, I believe, eh?
Hey.
And he's a snowboarder. Never skateboarded in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that, that Reki knows, Reki's a big skateboarder. He's a big-time skateboarder. He thinks he's the best. He thinks he is.
Yeah.
But this basically just follows these 2 stories, Reki and Longa's story of them becoming pretty much best friends and bonding over skateboarding.
Yeah.
Longa gets to show Reki a bunch of new tricks that he learned while snowboarding, which is a big part of it.
I'd be careful. You might read too much into it.
I feel like that's okay, though.
You feel it?
I feel like that's okay.
Okay.
Because they make it pretty obvious that he's
Well,
that
they
he's a
do make it
snowboarder
obvious that
different.
he's a snowboarder.
That he's a snowboarder.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not pushing too far.
I think that's fair.
And I feel like it's known that snowboarding is different than skateboarding. They do pair well together, which is how.
Well, they made an old school Disney movie about that. What wasn't that called?
Did they?
Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami. Oh my god, dude!
Tsunami.
Back in the '90s. Woo! Johnny Tsunami.
Yeah,
wow.
Dude. Damn,
Okay.
I had literally forgot about that.
I did too.
And then when you brought that up, it just came to me like
Johnny Tsunami. Think Johnny Tsunami, but in an anime.
Yeah.
With 2 best friends.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. But that's my number 4. That if you haven't seen Skate the Infinity, it's a recent anime. They're definitely, I believe, they're gonna have many more seasons to come. I don't believe the way they left it off. I don't believe they're ending it there.
I can see that.
That's my number 4.
Okay, that's a banger.
Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Going number 5 is an anime that's a little bit newer. It is. I don't want to say it's super popular, but it is a little bit popular. Okay. That's going to be Platinum End. Okay?
Okay.
Not super popular, but it's getting advertised.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say about it.
I mean, it's front page of Crunchy.
It's front page of Crunchy. I mean, so is Ranking of Kings, though. So is Boji. Either way. I think they're just trying to push a little bit.
I think people often turn off by art style.
It could be.
So just because it's there, doesn't necessarily mean people don't watch it. That could be.
I will say the art style of Platinum End is gorgeous. Oh my god.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. I like just the idea of the animation behind, what they're doing. Yeah. Oh. No!
He killed Megumi!
I killed her!
Explosion! And then her arm's gone.
And her arm's here. What you mean?
Bro, quit assaulting my Megumi, bro. What's going on with that?
Hey, I'm just trying to put her back. That's why I need more figures, Joe.
Well, you don't need to stop assaulting her, bro.
That's why I need more figures, Joe.
Megumi, why don't you come over here, bro?
I need to figure out how to... Hey.
Scoot over here. Why don't you scoot over here a little bit?
Keep her away from me.
I got to, brother.
I guess so.
That's bait right there.
Either way, Platinum End. Story of Platinum End.
Yes.
So it follows, I believe, 13. There are 13 people who have been selected, we'll say. Okay. Selected to fight for the role of God.
Like
God? Capital G, capital O, capital D.
Okay, like God.
God.
Okay.
There's 13 people fighting for the role of God.
Okay.
I can't explain anything else than that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
You really have to watch this anime. It's a little bit different than what people are probably used to, but I think in a good way. And I don't know how to describe that difference without giving away a little bit too much.
I agree with you. I think that it's... I'd say in Platinum End's case, to agree with you, because I'm going to agree with you, it does have a different way of kind of doing its thing. But I think it makes you think, I think is what...
It does make you think.
I think that's like the main part of it.
It does make you think.
It makes you think. Like,
that's one of the reasons that I like Dr. Stone. That's one of the reasons I like a lot of anime. Is it makes you think. What could happen? What's going to happen? What is happening?
Right, that's what you did there. But
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on? That's a good way to describe Platinum End, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
But not in a bad, not like I can't follow this. It's, I didn't see that coming. Okay, how did that happen? What's going on?
If you notice already, he's very into unpredictable style anime.
I do. If I can predict it, I don't like it. If I can predict it, I don't like it.
And
I don't know why.
Don't get me wrong. I'm the same way, but you like to be like left field.
Except for Dr. Stone.
Left field hard.
Except for Dr. Stone. The reason I love Dr. Stone is because I know what's happening.
Yeah.
I think I know what's happening.
Yeah.
It happens, and then they add so much more into it that I just... How do you get from there to there? Yeah. Oh, that's how. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that?
Okay.
That's one of the reasons I like that, and Platinum End. Platinum End's similar, but just not as scientific.
Okay.
That's a good way I'll put it.
Gotcha.
My number 6, though.
Yeah.
And this is one you like, too.
Oh, okay.
World's finest assassin gets reincarnated as an aristocrat.
Indeed he does. That one's good, man.
That's a long name.
That's a super long name.
That's a long name. One of the longest. That's easily the longest name I've seen in an anime. That I've watched, at least.
Yeah.
But it's a long name, but it is so good, dude.
It's a banger.
It's so good. So it follows Luke. Who's basically, he's been sent by a goddess to this world. He's been isekai'd, essentially, into this world to stop, basically...
the hero.
The hero. An evil...
we don't even know.
We don't even know.
Just the hero.
It's just the hero.
Yeah.
He has to defeat the demon lord before the hero defeats the demon lord. Essentially.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's a lot that comes in his way. A lot.
Right.
Friends, foes, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I agree.
But the fact that he was an assassination in his past life, again, so this follows with Kanasuba. He has his memory from his past life.
Yes, he does.
He is still the best assassin.
Yeah.
But now he's an aristocrat. Now he's just a rich dude.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine.
But yeah,
imagine like you're always paid to like kill people.
Now people are paying you.
And then people are paying you, but you're like, like you know what I mean?
I can't. I can't. I don't think I could get away from that life.
It's very interesting.
If I had all those memories of my past life, everything that I had done, all of a sudden I'm just this rich dude who's, supposed to save the world, essentially.
Well,
essentially, that's
this lady who says she's God tells you to do.
Right? That's what this goddess tells you to do. So...
We'll check it out.
You have to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's good.
In terms of...
That was a good choice.
Another thing, you don't expect what's going to happen a lot of the time.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that's part of the assassin.
For sure. That one's definitely like that,
But, oh my god, dude. Again, I love that aspect of it. I don't know what it is about anime that just... The unpredictability of it all makes it so fun to watch.
And the art style is really good.
The art style is amazing. Yeah. And you see it just immediately, too.
Yeah, you do.
It's so good.
Yeah, the intro's fucking banger. Yeah, that's lit.
You got 3 more? You got 3 more?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. So, for me, I got Demon Slayer. Don't look at me like that, guys. Don't look at me like that, okay? The reason why don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. The reason why I chose Demon Slayer is for a lot of reasons, okay? The first one is I know it's mainstream. I know probably everybody's watching it. It's at every anime store, apparel, blah, 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 blah. But there's a lot of people, like how I used to be, like I will not watch mainstream anime. If it's the mainstream thing and everybody's like, oh, I love it, I'm not going to watch it.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Nope,
yeah.
I ain't watching it. But I will say that this one is really, really good. It follows a character named Tanjiro. Some things happen in his life, and he ends up joining and dealing with demons in one form or another. And this anime is so good that it has movies. A movie
already,
yeah. It's a pretty new anime. But it came out so good, and then movie launched in movie theaters. We immediately went and saw it. We went and saw it with the core.
So good.
It was amazing. And then the new arc just finished for the series. So that's the reason why I have it on this list, is because one, it's got movies, a new arc just finished for it, so it's a good time to really get caught up and watch everything, because you have plenty of episodes and content. Because I know some of you guys out there are like me, where you watch something and then there's a drought, and then you're like, I need it.
I got nothing.
I need it.
I got nothing. What do I do?
Like,
what do I do?
Like, I need it, yeah, but I need it. Like, I just watched like, every anime person's like, I watched the season, and you're like, okay, what do I do now with my life? Like, it's over.
Everything's ended.
Yeah.
I can't
like,
stand
how
this.
do I find something that's just as good as that or better? What do I do? Well, the good news is with this, it's got episodes, it's got movies, it's got a new arc that just dropped, so you should be good to go. So, Demon Slayer.
That's a godlike one. That's really good.
I think it's really good. The animation's god tier.
It's so good.
Yeah, the
I mean,
animation's
it's so
insane.
good. It's so good. And I love the characters in that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. In a lot of anime, there's always maybe one or two characters that get on my nerves that I'm just like, why are you like this? Just why?
Yeah.
Demon Slayer, dude, it is just...
There's awesome characters.
It's just hit after hit, dude.
It does. And for me, it feels like it's kind of like one of those things where you watch it and you're like, man, I really don't like that character. And then later on, you're like, okay, I bang with that guy. You know what I mean?
But you got to find out why.
But you got to find out why.
But it's just, dude.
Your first impressions aren't always like the ones that you're going to stick with for this show. So
exactly.
That's pretty big. So another anime I got is actually not that popular. I don't feel like it's that popular, because every time I ask somebody if they've seen it or if they've heard of it, they really don't know. And it is called 86.
Okay.
Yeah, 86.
86.
So it follows a character named Shin Naozen, right? And basically, man, this one's kind of hard to describe, but it's so good. Okay, in a nutshell, okay, imagine there's this kingdom.
Okay.
Okay, and this
imagining,
and this kingdom is fighting a war against a robotic threat.
Okay.
Unlike some Terminators.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But
you got Terminator in an anime?
I mean, kind of. So, they're fighting a war, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, somehow, during all this fighting, because they're fighting an incredible amount of these robot things, they say every day there's 0 casualties.
How does that happen?
Right. So you find out later that Shin Naozen and his homies are actually fighting the war on behalf of this kingdom against.
So it's not a kingdom fighting robots.
Against a robotic threat. No, it's a kingdom. You'll see.
Wow.
You'll see. Definitely check it out. You'll see.
Is it a kingdom, or do they say it's a kingdom?
It is a kingdom, bro. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see. It's a kingdom. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely check it out. It's really, really good.
That's when I
it gets you. It gets you really gets you really tied to the characters. The main character is important, but the other people that he surrounds himself with are all people that you're like, I like that person, or I like that person, or
I bang with them.
Yeah, like I like this anime like ropes you in and kind of makes you feel like you're part of the squad type of thing.
Got you. I like that.
To go with like the stuff that they're going through. So
I like that.
Really, really good. I like that one. So okay, I got 2 more.
You got 2 more?
Yeah, I got 2 more. What do you got?
I got.
And then my honorable mentions.
I got 4 more.
You got 4 more?
I got 4 more.
Okay.
Let me go with my number 7 real quick.
Yeah.
Let me go with my number 7.
Yeah.
Tower of God.
Oh.
Another one that we didn't watch this together, but we talked about it as we were watching.
We did. We talked about it. Super
talked
hard.
about it a lot.
A lot.
This.
We might have to cover it.
We're gonna have to. Absolutely.
We're gonna have to cover that one. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to cover it.
This is a hard one to talk about because
it is.
I feel like anything that I say will give it away. Not give the whole anime away, but it'll give away a lot of plot points that you're not really supposed to know about, if that makes sense. So what I will say about it, follows 25th Bam and one of his friends. Okay, they live under this tower of God, this mysterious tower to them. One day Rachel's pulled into the tower. Sorry, his friend. I said it doesn't matter. His friend's name is Rachel.
That's fair.
It doesn't matter.
That's fair.
It doesn't matter. Rachel's pulled into the tower. Bam's not really okay with that.
Right.
He thinks he is, but he's not okay with that.
Right.
She's got to follow her. And it's a tower. So you can kind of imagine that there's going to be floors in this tower.
Yeah, it's like a Tower of Babel.
It's like a Tower of Babel. It's very similar.
Yeah, it's like a
It's
Tower
a
of
similar
Babel.
layout, I guess.
Yeah.
So it just follows these two making their way to the top of this tower.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess they're granted a wish, right?
They're granted a wish, but that wish has got to be used kind of... I wasn't even going to say that.
Well, I mean, it's basically the premise.
It's the premise. It is the premise. But they have to use this wish to basically help them throughout their journey in this tower, essentially.
Something like that, yeah.
But it's the Tower of God. Something to keep in mind while you're watching
It's pretty crazy, man.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, good choice.
I'm going another one with the name God. There's a lot of gods. There's a lot of gods in anime. I'm just realizing that. I don't know why.
There is.
Because my next pick is God of High School. I know.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
yeah.
This is God of High School.
Yeah.
A little different though. There's not actual.
I would say it's
gods.
Yeah, I would say it. I would say it is different.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
So this one follows Jin Mori.
Jin Mori.
And basically a couple other students in this high school who are competing in this tournament. Is it a kung fu tournament? Is it a martial arts tournament?
It is a martial
arts
tournament.
Yeah, I believe it is a martial arts tournament.
Yeah.
So they all have their own styles that they're fighting with, right, in this tournament.
Yep.
And it's to basically crown a god of the high school.
Yeah.
The best fighter in the high school.
Yeah, basically.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people in this high school that are pretty strong.
I'd say so.
They got some strengths, they got some weaknesses, and they have to use them all.
Yeah.
It's a strategic. I would say it's a little bit of a strategic anime. Not too much. It's a little bit more fighting, but there's some strategy involved.
There's some matchups.
There's some matchups involved.
Yeah,
matchups. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
Matchups.
some involved,
Matchups. Some good matchups.
Yeah.
Some fun matchups.
That for sure.
But that's on my list because there's a couple reasons it's on my list. There's nothing new coming out that I know of recently, but they just released their last season. Not the final season, sorry, but the last season just came out. End of last year, I believe, or middle of last year, I believe.
Yep.
And that one just quickly came on my radar because if anything else drops, that's one of the first things I'm looking for, dude.
For sure.
That's one of the first things I'm looking for.
For sure. Yeah, I agree with that. And it is a Crunchyroll.
It is
original.
a Crunchyroll original, which is something to note. Something to note.
Yeah, Crunchyroll's been doing their thing.
They're trying to step it up, and I respect them for that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that information with the
We
Crunchyroll.
will have to.
We are aware of the Crunchyroll and Funimation merger.
Yep.
We will talk about that in a different episode. But
Yep. So, let's see.
That's a good choice, man.
I got two more. You got two more?
I got two more.
You want to go first?
Yeah.
Knock them out.
Yeah.
Knock 'em out.
Yeah. Okay. You want to just do my two? Okay,
Go for it.
Cool.
Do your two.
So I'm gonna talk about Shield Hero. I guess it's mainstream. I don't know. I feel like it kind of is, kind of isn't.
This one bothers me a little bit.
I don't see it a lot of places, really.
You mean in terms of like memorabilia or like collectibles,
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Yeah.
Shirts and everything? Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like this anime is kind of low key.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of low key. So that's why I'm bringing it up. I feel like it's kind of low key because you don't see like figures and stuff for it everywhere. So
it's not as popular as say Fire Force, Demon Slayer, as mainstream as
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Fair
it's
enough.
Not, it's not.
Fair
it's
enough.
Not. People know it exists, but I don't think they. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have the following it
Maybe they
deserves.
didn't give it a chance.
It doesn't. Yeah, they didn't give it a chance, or it doesn't have the following it deserves.
Because I will say there are scenes in that pretty early on that I was like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm done with it. I can't watch this anymore.
Right. No, I agree. Damn, you're right. You know what? You kind of called me out on the isekai shit because this is definitely
That's an isekai too.
It's also an isekai.
But that's a different isekai. That is a different isekai though than because he's not getting.
Well, he didn't technically. Okay, so this follows the character. So I told you we're gonna be talking and being all over the place with this. That's kind of how we do things. So this follows the character called Nafumi. Nafumi, and Nafumi is a high school student. You know, kind of just living his life day to day type of thing. He ends up going into a library and reading a book or picking out a book, and pretty much he reads this book and gets isekai'd.
Sucked into the book.
He gets isekai'd.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's in this new world, and he has a shield on his arm, and he becomes the shield hero. As he has to work with a series of other heroes in order to save that world before he can go back home. Maybe
he's supposed to work with the other heroes.
Hey, well, we're not going to say anything about that. He's got to work with other heroes to save the world.
Okay.
And then if he saves the world, then he goes back to his world.
Then he gets to go back. Yeah.
Okay. So that's Shield Hero. Check it out. Not for me. Another one is one that is, I feel like, is super low key, but is definitely a must watch, and that is Pirate Princess.
Another one I haven't seen.
Pirate Princess. So Pirate Princess follows a woman named Fina Houtman. Fina Houtman is a princess that was on a ship, kind of on some Pirates of the Caribbean shit, where she's on a ship in the middle of the ocean, sailed with her father.
Okay.
They get attacked. Gets thrown into a lifeboat to survive, and they push her away from the boat, and it's like, survive.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be.
Send her off. This is our boat.
And she ends up in unfair conditions in this other castle, and pretty much
unfair conditions.
Unfair conditions. And you will see how it goes from there. But
interesting.
It is the art style is gorgeous. It's beautiful. A lot of time in the anime, it's some ocean stuff going on, which is really cool. I love ocean anime, so stuff with like amazing scenery in the background, because Japan really knows how to like animate that stuff. It makes you feel like you're like right there with them.
I know I've sent you numerous of these. If you look at real life pictures next to the anime of what they're portraying,
they're almost exact.
Exactly the same with more lighting.
It's insane.
Exactly the same. It's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
So yeah, that is Pirate Princess. It's kind of a vague thing that I'm giving you guys, but it's kind of like everything starts episode 1, so I can't really tell you too much.
It jumps into it pretty quick.
Yeah, it jumps into it very quick, and so I can't really give you too much on it. But there's amazing fights in it, amazing story lore, and for the girl anime fans out there, there's some love interest stuff going on in there. Okay. So who doesn't love a little love interest action?
I don't.
So yeah, that's that. So that's my 10 without the honorable mentions.
10 without honorables.
Yep.
Whew. I know you got more honorables than me, so
yeah. I think what we're gonna do is we'll let you do yours, and then the honorable mentions. We'll just say the names of them, give like a super brief description.
Super brief?
And then we'll send them
I'm down for that, dude.
Right,
I'm down for that.
Right,
my number 9.
Yeah.
Brave 10.
Brave 10?
Brave 10. I know we both forgot about this when we started making our lists.
Yeah.
We both forgot about this.
Brave 10.
Brave 10's quickly become... They got one season.
Yeah.
12 episodes.
True.
Okay? It's short, but it's so good. They pack so much into it that I don't know where they're going to go with season 2. I have an idea, but I don't know.
Season 2 confirmed?
I don't know. I actually don't know. That's something I probably should have checked.
Yeah.
But all I do know is that it's, hopefully...
Season 1's a banger.
Season 1's a banger. So I believe they're going to have a season 2. The way they left it, they have to have a season 2.
I want you.
May not be confirmed yet, but it is coming eventually. I almost guarantee that.
Okay.
Either way, follows a priestess. Izanami.
Izanami.
Follows her and Saizo. A couple other people, but those are the two that are,
I like that dude.
I would say, the most important to the story.
I like that dude.
Saizo is a samurai assassin. Is that's the best way I can really describe him, I feel like. He is a samurai, right?
Yeah,
I don't want to...
He likes to state he is.
He is a samurai assassin who basically runs into this priestess and, without giving too much away, this priestess has a little secret that she's hiding.
Okay.
That I don't know. When you first watch it, she seems completely unaware that it's even happening. In my eyes. Would you agree?
I concur with that.
I would say she knows there's something happening outside of just the people around her. But she doesn't know what that is or what's causing it. And that's kind of the premise of the whole story.
Okay.
Is this secret that she has.
Okay.
Maybe not even I don't know if I would call it. It's not a secret. She's just...
In the Higakure terms, it's a secret till it isn't.
It's a secret till it isn't. Right? It's a secret till it isn't.
It's a secret till it isn't.
It's a secret till it isn't.
In Higakure terms.
But either way, the story that these two go on and the adventure that they have, the fights that they have, is so good. Yeah. When I think samurai, I definitely don't think assassin.
True.
So that combination...
There's normally a fine line between those.
There's usually a very fine line. You got samurai, you have ninja, you have assassin. That type of three-peat type deal. But he kind of mixes a little bit of all of it. Maybe not so much ninja, but definitely samurai and assassin.
Okay.
And that is just a combination that I find so unique in an anime that makes my list.
Lit.
It just has to make my list.
That's a good choice.
My number 10, though.
Yeah.
This is one you recommended.
Okay.
Roka and the Six Braves.
That's right. I forgot I did that.
Yeah, done that.
I did. I forgot.
You did that. You did that.
I forgot I did recommend that. Yeah.
This one's...
Go ahead, man.
I've seen one episode.
Okay.
One. You better believe as soon as we're done here, I'm watching the rest of it.
So here's where y'all guys are.
I'm exactly where you guys are. And oh my God.
I've seen the whole thing. I was like, bro.
Oh my God.
Like, you gotta recommend. I'm like, why don't you watch this episode and then if you like it, you should recommend it.
The reason this is on my list is because I'm actually a little bit upset that I didn't know about it beforehand. Yeah. I'm sure you've mentioned it to me, and I was just
I've mentioned it multiple times.
Let me just add it to my infinite list of anime to watch.
Right. The scroll.
The scroll just goes all the way down and keeps on going.
Yeah.
Whew. Anyhow, I watched one episode.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I told you it's lit.
This main character, what's his name? Adlet Meyer.
Adlet Meyer.
Unlike any other main character. I mean, truly. I mean, you know, there's characters that are like, oh, I'm the best there is.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do this, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you though?
Right.
But can you though?
Can you though?
Because he kind of can.
He kind of can.
It's been one episode. He kind of can.
He kind of can.
Anywho, the story supposedly follows.
Okay. Yeah, I've only seen one episode.
The premise of the story.
That's fair.
The premise of the story is there's a goddess of fate.
Yes.
Who? Well, let me actually start here. There's a demon lord. Who?
Yeah, let's start there.
There's a demon lord who spawned in the far west of the island that these guys live on. That, you know, there's an empire on the eastern end. Demon Lord's on the western side. Yeah. On this little, he's not on an island, but he's on an island with this very narrow pathway leading to the mainland.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way. There's also a goddess of fate who is, I would say, destined to fight this demon lord or to protect the empire on the island from this demon lord.
Okay.
So every time this demon lord respawns or is reawoken or anything like that, she chooses, holy smokes, 6 guardians. Basically 6 flowers, 6 maidens.
A nice even number.
Nice even number. To put down, restore order, destroy the demon lord, put him back to his sleep, whatever, until the next series of maidens, whatever you want, warriors are reborn, rechosen. And that's about all I can tell you. That's about all I can tell you. Because, oh my God, I
would say that it also adds Adlet Meyer, because you brought him up, so we got to talk about him. Adlet Meyer is trying to be selected as one of those.
That's a good point.
As one of those Braves.
He wants to fight the demon lord.
He wants to fight the demon lord
to prove that he is the best there is.
Yeah, because he says he's the strongest man alive, but
you can say what you want, but until you do it,
that's true.
You're just talking.
That's true.
You're just talking.
That's true.
So the way they leave off episode 1, I can't even imagine where they're gonna go with the rest of this show. There's 2 seasons too.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it together.
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna watch it.
We have to.
Yeah, we'll watch it after this.
Right after this. I'm ready. I know. So ready.
I know. I kind of hooked you, and you're like, let me put that on my list.
Hey.
Bro.
Let me move this honorable mentions, and there we go.
I was like, bro, you ever seen Roka, the 6 Braves? He's like, nah, bro. I was like, what? I was like, bro, let's watch the first episode. He's like, man, we got to record. I'm like, yeah, but let's just watch the first episode. He's like, all right, you watch this. He's like, man, this shit going on the list.
Hold up, honorable mention.
That man said this shit
there, and then main.
He said this shit's going on the list. Bro.
That's on the list.
Okay, so honorable mentions.
I gotta mention.
Okay, so it'll be like real spitball, fast,
simple,
speedball, simple ones. I'm just gonna do all my honorable mentions, and you can do yours.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That way we can just knock it out. Honorable mentions. I got So I'm a Spider. So what? I don't like spiders at all.
I hate them.
Not a fan of spiders at all. However, this is another isekai where a girl is reincarnated. She dies. She wakes up as a spider, and
the worst thing that could happen to you, by the way. Yeah, the worst thing that could happen to you.
I wouldn't be.
Imagine getting isekai'd and you turn into a spider.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm kind of like.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Do I want to be isekai'd? Anyways, so she's isekai'd. She wakes up as a spider in her new life, and she has to figure it out. Okay, that is So I'm a Spider. So what? The next one I got is Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi is an anime that follows a cab driver who happens to be a walrus, and and you're like, a walrus? Yeah, just check it out.
Okay.
It's actually really good. It turns into somewhat of a mystery type of anime.
Okay.
So definitely check that out. It's really, really good. Another one I'm going to talk about is Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody. Thank God we wrote some of these down because there's no way that I could say the whole name properly or do it right without messing it up. Death March is about a video game programmer who is programming a video game.
Yep.
As you guys know, devs that do video games work incredibly insane hours.
Stupid.
This guy is working incredibly insane hours. He goes to sleep at the office while programming the game. Wakes up in the game that he's programming, and still has admin rights to everything that he made, that he's done. It's actually like super sick, and it's called Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody.
I'm gonna have to add that one to my list too, Joe.
Yeah,
Jeez.
dude, it's godlike. And then one that we both share a love for, which is World Trigger.
Oh, yes.
World Trigger is an honorable mention.
That's on honorable mentions. Okay.
Yeah.
Not the main not the main list.
No, because a lot of people don't survive season 1. But World Trigger.
Okay.
World Trigger is an anime about foreign invaders from another parallel world come to Earth. They invade it. They try kidnapping people and using them as a source of energy. This company called Border is established and is made to protect the world from these foreign invaders.
Okay.
And it follows a character named Osamu, who just wants to join Border and help protect the world against this threat.
He's a good guy.
And
he just wants to be a good guy.
He is a good guy. But unfortunately, he has a lot of fucking growing to do. So that is World Trigger. And then the last one I have that's an honorable mention, which I would have put on my main list, but I can't have everything on the main list, but is Usha and Tora. So Usha and Tora is about old school. In the past, there was a demon that was rampaging Japan. There's a samurai who defeated the demon and sealed the demon inside of the spear. Okay? High school student named Ushiro has in his basement is the actual spear.
Just chilling in the basement.
And is the actual spear that the demon was sealed into, and he finds it, and shit breaks off from there. Shit kind of rolls from there. But it's really, really good. It's a kind of a comedy action anime. Yep. Very good to watch, and I think it's like 2 seasons, but it's really good.
I feel like comedy action are making pretty big return. I mean, Demon Slayer. We didn't even talk about the comedy in Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is pretty funny too.
For sure, I agree.
Gotta be honest.
I agree. And so what? I'm a spider has comedy in it too. I like that.
I don't care. It's got spiders. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Right.
No spiders for me.
All right.
All right. My honorables. I mean, this one kind of tells you what's going on in the name.
Okay.
I've been killing slimes for 300 years, and I maxed out my level.
It's actually really good.
I mean,
that's an honorable mention for you.
That's an honorable mention for you. I can't tell you how much I love this one.
It's actually really good.
It's so good. It's so. When you think of OP characters in a anime, you're like, okay, it's just wipe, instant, wipe. I can't say it's any different here.
Okay.
But there's a lot more backstory to why, which I like.
Okay.
They don't do that a lot in these overpowered animes. Like One Punch Man, he did this, and this, and all of a sudden he's a god.
Gotcha.
She had to work a little bit harder.
Okay.
She had to work a little bit harder.
Okay.
And I like that. My second one, Log Horizon.
Oof.
You know this one.
Yeah, super good.
It has to be honorable mention. But 30,000 players basically get trapped in this game that they're playing called Elder Tale, I believe. Main character is Shiro, and basically follows these characters as they figure out what the hell happened. Why are they in this game? That's about all I can say about that without giving too much away.
I will say that Shiro is a genius.
He is a genius. He is a genius. I should have said that. He is a genius like Senku, but a little bit different.
Yeah.
Would you say he's an arms genius? A weapons genius?
I'd say he's more of a shut-in genius.
Shut-in genius?
He's like the guy that reads all the fucking.
He knows manuals. Everything about everything without actually having done any of it.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I've only got 3 honorable mentions. I couldn't think of 2 more. I probably could have, but
That's fine.
I don't know what was going on. Dragon Quest Adventures of Dai. I know you haven't seen this yet.
I haven't seen it.
This is one that I just started, and I'm actually a big fan of so far.
Okay.
A little bit. Again, I can't say too much, except for the main character, Dai, obviously.
Okay.
He's raised by this group of monsters who are his friends, but he has to fight with these monsters, other monsters,
Okay.
to save one of his friends, who was taken. That's about all I can say about it, though.
I didn't know Dragon Quest was an anime as well. I knew it was a game, but I didn't know it was an anime.
I didn't even know it was a game.
What the?
So
we both on the opposite end of the spectrum.
I saw it on Crunchyroll. I was like, that looks kind of good. Let me try this out.
That's funny.
Started watching it. I was like, this is not too bad. This is not too bad.
That's funny.
And then I came here. We were talking about, hey, we got to make a list. What do you want in your honorable mention? I was like, oh, you haven't seen Dai? You're like, no, but I have the game. Dragon Quest? Yeah, I have that game.
I have a game. Come to find out, it wasn't just a game in the series.
It's a series of games.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either.
But either way, the anime is just. It's a little bit comedy, not so much, but it is it's fun to watch. It's a fun watch.
Okay.
And I don't know, the story, it kind of sits with me. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
So, a little bit of bromance, not nearly escape the infinity amount.
Okay.
A little bit of bromance, but it's a good watch. Definitely one that I would recommend if you haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Will do. Okay. Well, that sounds pretty good, man.
Yeah. I mean, we got about 28 anime.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, I got 10, you got 10, plus I got some, I don't even know how many honorable mentions I had, but probably too many.
There's a lot to watch.
There's a lot to watch.
There's a lot to watch.
The point is there's a lot to watch.
The point is there's always stuff to watch.
Always stuff to watch.
Especially now. I mean, let's talk about the drought real quick.
Okay, yeah, so we have some time. We can still talk about the drought.
Let's talk about it.
If you guys haven't noticed, there's been kind of like an anime drought. I'm sure everybody's kind of felt it. I don't know why, per se, there's an anime drought. But
I think it's the timing. I think it's timing a little bit because
I think that everybody's taking. I think all the major like anime people are taking breaks.
Because they just dropped last year a lot of big seasons for a lot of big anime.
Yeah.
And a lot of these studios, I think, they have to take time off now.
Yeah, and which is good because I'd rather them take time off and have good quality anime and stuff like that than like rush and work themselves to death.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'd rather them take time and it gives me a chance to watch like other stuff like this. Than have it out and they just kill themselves.
The only issue with taking time, Joe, and you know this,
it falls off.
It falls off.
Yeah.
Black Clover. It falls off.
Black Clover, yeah.
People forget about it, and more stuff comes out during that time.
And then it just gets buried deeper and deeper.
Exactly, and especially you know how it goes when there's a drought. Anything that comes out is immediately popular.
Like
pretty close, like Jujutsu Kaisen. If we're being honest,
I recommended it, but I'm just saying. If we're gonna be honest, I recommended it. I recommended Jujutsu Kaisen because it has a movie out and we need to support our movies and stuff. But I think that the hype with Jujutsu Kaisen came with the drought, the anime drought.
A couple of years
because if Jujutsu Kaisen would have came out with some of this other stuff that was been amazing bangers, I don't think it'd be ranked as high as it is now.
Yep, I agree.
But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, because of the drought, we thought that this would be a good starting episode for the podcast to let everybody know some things that they should be watching. And give some people on a list. If there's some stuff that you guys think we should be watching, let us know in the comments.
Yes.
So we can take a look at it and see and watch it. We have a rule. So our rule is the anime has 3 episodes to hook us.
Yep.
If it doesn't hook us in 3 episodes, we normally move on. With the exception of World Trigger.
Yes.
World Trigger is sort of like 5 episodes.
That one...
with like 5 episodes. I want to dig into it.
One of the things I love about World Trigger, I got to get into it a little bit. Okay. One of the things I love about it is when you see animation studios go from, and I don't want to say it's low quality. First season's low quality because it's not low quality. It's just low budget.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
After the first season, though, they got a little bit of money.
Oh,
they got a little bit of money.
It's abundant.
And they used it, though.
They used all of it. They used all of it on
and it shows.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that's one of the things that I love about World Trigger. And they continue to do it, and it continues to show.
That's true. You can tell that they care about.
You can really tell, and it's a good one too, dude. The story is so good too.
Good. It is good.
It's a fun.
People just have to battle the first. They got to get through the first season.
Exactly.
First season is just world building.
Story building, world building,
character building, story building, and then
yeah.
after that, you know who all these people are. And season 2 just hops right into the stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah. So hopefully I mean, hopefully you guys like this first episode. We're going to have more episodes out. Really, this is kind of our goal, man, just to sit here and talk about anime and kind of, if it comes up to our brain, we just talk about it. Your guys' comments are really going to help with that, too, because we'll definitely start addressing some of the comments that you guys have. And especially when you guys are recommending us animes, we can watch it and say if it's trash or if it's good.
Also want to hear your opinions because there are things that we don't think about. There are endless things that we don't see or think about, stuff like that we need to be reminded of. So please do that.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely do that for us. That's gonna be awesome. And hopefully we can all watch and review and talk about everything together on the Hugakure Anime Podcast. So we want to say thank you guys for watching. If you're new, this is the first episode you guys have seen. Definitely like and comment and hit the bell so that you know when we upload the next episode.
Should be weekly.
Of the podcast. We are shooting for weekly.
We're shooting for a
weekly update. We don't have the day in mind yet, but because there's a lot of stuff going on in our lives right now. But if you turn the bell, the notification on, then you'll just know when we drop it. So
we'll let you know when we get a set schedule going too.
Yeah, but but you can count on an episode weekly.
Yes.
So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Once again, I'm Joseph Hyuga.
It's your boy Flu.
And thanks for watching the Hugakure Anime Podcast. Peace.